James Garner, is James Garner here?
I'm here.
Walking into the courtroom wearing a hat like he's untouchable, trying to keep that calm, composed attitude as if the rules don't really apply to him. Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video where we enter Judge Perkins' courtroom and things quickly take a sharp turn. A self-proclaimed sovereign citizen decides this is the place to challenge authority and test legal boundaries, but he picks exactly the wrong judge on exactly the wrong day. What starts off as confidence and defiance doesn't last long, and the situation escalates in a way he clearly didn't expect, ultimately ending with him being sentenced to 30 days in jail. Let's break it down.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
What is your middle name? Can you remove your hat, please? And your scarf. What is your middle name, Mr. Garner?
Errol.
Earl?
No.
He's on the 1:30 docket, Your Honor, I believe.
James Garner. Earl Garner. James E-R-R-O-L Garner, right?
Yes.
You are on the 1:30 docket.
If you want, Your Honor, I can give House Counsel an offer right now. She can report it to him.
On James Garner, do you see all the cases he has?
I see just the 4 that are on the docket. Or 5.
Yeah.
You've got more?
He's got plenty more.
Okay. You want me to come down, review, and do a global offer?
If you could, please.
Okay, I'm on my way down.
Mr. Garner, do you want to offer on these or do you want to go to trial?
I would like to know what the charges are.
Oh, don't worry, Judge Perkins is about to go over every single sovereign citizen scout badge you think you've collected today, line by line, right there in the courtroom where none of those arguments are going to land the way you expect.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus James Earl Garner. Case number SP11-00435, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP11-695. Those are driving license expired, misdemeanor, no insurance, insurance misdemeanor. Thank you. And an improper plate misdemeanor, all of them punishable by maximum possible penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 11-69507, counts 1 and counts 2, expired license and no insurance misdemeanor, both punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 11-695-121, same improper plate, same punishment, $500 in 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, maximum possible penalty. SP 122-30791, driver license suspended. SP 127-37681, SP 129-27512. 3 of those tickets are all punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1547006, counts 1, counts 2, and counts 3. Those are civil infractions. SP 1547407, counts 1 and counts 2. Count 1 being a driver license suspended repeat offender. This one is in warrant status, probably an old case that he didn't pay. SP 800104, counts 1 and counts 2. 1 being an unregistered untitled. He owes $1,194 on that. And SP and count 2 of that is a drove while license improper. It looks like he has a $114 fine on that. State of Michigan versus James Earl Garner, case number SX 36268561. That is a drug law license expired. And that will be $500 maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
I counted it up and he's facing 17 separate charges today, all built on the same idea that laws somehow don't apply to him. And the irony of this whole situation is that he's not even going to end up in jail because of those charges alone. It's the way he handles himself in court that starts turning things in a very different direction.
Appearance for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Garner. Mr. Garner, please state your name for the record.
First off, I do have a couple.
You got to state your name first. You got to state your name first.
No,
Let's start there.
I think, wait a minute, Ms. Harris. Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. I think Mr. Garner is going to represent himself. Am I correct, Mr. Garner?
I'm representing myself in what? I mean,
You're standing in court representing yourself in multiple criminal cases, and you can almost feel the judge pointing out just how serious that is. And the public defender's reaction says a lot on its own, like this is something she's seen too many times now to even be surprised anymore. It's that familiar look of someone watching a defendant believe they can outthink the system better than an experienced attorney, and knowing exactly how that usually ends.
I'm confused about what's actually going on. First off, who's alleging these charges? That's what I'm curious about.
State of Michigan, City of Detroit.
Okay, well, if that's the case, there's a common law principle which states that for there to be a crime, there must be a victim. Corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. And in the absence of a victim, there can be no crime.
We want to do it.
Drawing my name from the record on that one. Thank you.
I know. How do you want to proceed, Mr. Garner? You set the matter. I'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Give him a $0 bond. Either set the matter for trial or I'll wait for the city to give you an offer. What do you want to do?
Well, the court haven't even established jurisdiction. I mean, in order for jurisdiction has to be established first, and there's no jurisdiction established. And once jurisdiction is challenged, that must be settled before charges can be brought.
Oh, don't worry about that. Judge Perkins is about to establish the court's jurisdiction right there on the record. And it's going to come at a cost you definitely didn't plan for, especially when it starts affecting your freedom in real time.
All right, do you want to put that in a motion, sir?
As far as I'm concerned, any and all charges must be dismissed because there is no complaining witness. And the state cannot be.
I'm not gonna listen. If that's your motion, I'm gonna deny the motion. Okay? So all we're gonna do now, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. Either you take an offer or you set the matter for trial. Which one do you want?
Respectfully, in order for this to continue, there must be a complaining witness, and the state cannot be a complaining witness. Now, if I'm entitled to a fair trial, the law states there must be a victim. I'm just requesting, who is the victim? Who did I injure?
The citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
The state cannot be a victim. And if that's the case,
I said the citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
If that's the case,
Mr. Garner, can we just go into a breakout room and then maybe I can give you a little bit of advice to assist you with moving forward? Would you be agreeable to that?
Sure.
Okay, awesome.
But the problem with that whole idea is that, from his perspective, the public defender is seen as an agent of the state. And in his mind, accepting her help would somehow mean he's agreeing to a contract with the government, which he believes would validate everything being brought against him. So instead of seeing her as someone trying to defend him, he views it as a trap he can't step into, meaning he's not going to let her step in and save him from himself today.
I believe he's ready, Your Honor. He's representing himself.
Let's go back on the record with Garner. What do you want to do, Mr. Garner? Do you want a trial date or do you want an offer? Those are really your only two options.
Okay, since we are on the record, all I'm asking for is the
Okay, one last time. Now listen, here's how it's gonna go from this point on. If you don't answer the question that I asked specifically, then I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court, and we're gonna move from that point on, right?
Well, you've been warned. Whatever happens next, you can't really blame anyone else for it but yourself.
So you're telling me,
Mr. Garner, we're not gonna have a
court is just gonna violate the
conversation. Stop, sir. Now, that's the last time I'm gonna ask you to.
On the law. Is that what I'm hearing?
All right.
I'm asking.
I'm gonna hold Mr. Garner in contempt of court. He is directly violating the court's order. I've asked him repeatedly to not interfere or add any extra commentary to this case. I've given him ample time to answer the court's question, and he continues to refuse to do so. So now I'm going to hold you in contempt, and I'm going to sentence you to 30 days Wayne County Jail, no early release.
So that means that the court is just going to violate my rights because I'm defending myself? Is that what I'm hearing?
30 days, Wayne County Jail, no early release. That'll give you some chance and some time to read up on your rights, okay? Fill out the contempt papers, Madam. So I'm gonna order you to turn yourself in today, Mr. Garner, to start that jail time, okay?
So I have a question.
I'm not answering any more of your questions. Turn yourself in to the Wayne County Jail today.
So the court is going to be in direct violation of my rights in the law. Is that where we're standing?
That's how you feel. Have a good day, sir.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and this whole situation honestly feels like a replay of what we saw in the Jamal Lockhart case, where everything in his life basically gets paused until he serves that 30 days for contempt of court. We've even seen moments where he tried making special appearances asking Judge Perkins to set aside the jail time so he could move forward, but the response was pretty clear that if you want that appearance you can make it at the Wayne County Jail because nothing is changing on the bench. And looking at this case with Mr. Garner, it's hard to see it going any differently at all. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, then hit dislike instead, but either way drop a comment below and make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss anything coming next.